Hi traders, so in today's video I will talk about why everyone in the whole world thinks that they will be the next lottery millionaires and they will be just the chosen ones. And you know, it is just so interesting because as humans we always have to calculate probability, but it is just on an a level of instincts. It is all working with our instincts that developed through evolution. And the problem is when it comes to the kind of situations or calculations, or just let's talk about forex trading for example. If it comes to more abstract things, people tend to just forget what is probability and how it works. And it is so interesting to see because it is not an instinct to know how and how many combinations a lottery it takes to be a lottery winner, and what is the probability of that. And it is interesting because I talk about this now because in forex trading, when you start trading, I want to I talk slowly because I want to make sure that everything I say is clear, and because I am always in my head and think about 5 other stuff at the same time that I want to tell you, but I just jump from point to point and I don't tell the whole line of thoughts. So I want to do that now. The problem is when it comes to forex trading, it is really similar, because I see that most people, when they start forex trading, they think that if they start trading, they can make so much money even at the beginning that they won't have any financial problems anymore. Or I don't know why people think that trading is if you are a forex trader and you trade completely based on your instincts and your evolution, you will have an advantage over the market. And why? I don't know why they think this way, because what the truth is. The truth is that forex trading is an artificial thing. Of course, it is related to human life form and life itself, because everything that led to this, it is just evolution and it is life. But as humans, we store a lot of data how we interact with the outside world and with humans and ourselves from many years ago. And those rules they can be applied to many things even nowadays, but in forex trading, it is not true. And it is sad to see, because so many people lose money in forex trading, and it is because of this. It is basically the one and only reason. And I say this because if you think that if you can trade with your instincts and your emotions and you will be profitable, you don't learn and you won't learn. You just go further and further deep and just bury yourself, and it is sad, because if you would think that, okay, I have these human emotions and I am a human being, and it's great, and it is great to be a human being, to think, to feel, to do other kind of stuff, but in forex trading you kinda have to be like a robot, and if you don't recognize this, you won't learn, and if you do, you will learn, and you will learn how to calculate your emotions in forex trading and how to deal with your emotions, your fears, greed, and most of the things are the things that will just cut you from success. That will be the barrier between you and success, and I know it is the hardest part, and this is why it takes such a long time to actually learn how to be a professional forex trader, or just a forex trader, or to be profitable in the markets. Because if you don't learn about evolution and evolutionary biology and just the human beings and how we operate and where we come from, then you will lose. And if you learn this stuff, you will understand yourself and why you react to certain things in a way you react. And most of the time you react in situations, it is just completely biological, and people think that they will be, it is completely normal. But when you start trading, admit yourself that you think that you know better than anyone else, and you will, most beginners think that you will find a new way to be profitable, and that they will find they are better than anyone else ever lived, and they will be millionaires in 2 days. And it is completely normal, and of course it is also normal, and not just normal, it is a good thing to think that you will find new ways to be profitable and to make it in the forex markets. But first, when you are a beginner, you have to learn. And if you want to learn by your own, it is awesome. But if you want to learn by your own, you have to calculate the losses as learning money. As if you would just go to university or any kind of just education, and you pay that money for your education, and it's awesome, because you will learn a lot. You will learn a ton when you trade with your own money. And if you might write down the details, how you react, what you done wrong, and this kind of stuff, you will have such a progress that will be just impressive. And it is interesting because, in my opinion, it is much better to learn for your own and trade with your own money, and just have just get a handful of money, and you would pay for your forex course or forex education, and take that and start to trade with it, because you will have such good lessons that you will have the chance to be profitable in forex trading. And in my opinion, if you go to a, forex course or anything and you don't pay with your own money, you will have knowledge is awesome. Knowledge is the key, is one of the keys to forex trading, of course, but you won't have the necessary emotional stability to trade. And you will have the knowledge and everything, and that is great, but then you will need additional 1 or 2 years to develop yourself as a human, prepare yourself as a human for forex trading or any instrument trading. So it is, as you might imagine now, it is not an easy job to be a forex trader. It is actually one of the most difficult jobs in the world, and most people think that it is easy. They think that this bullshit that I talk about this topic, and I talk about evolution and mathematical equations and algorithms and these kind of stuff. This is easy, just rock and roll, put that money on the line and just go with the flow, and I will make $1 million for today or tomorrow or next week. I will be a millionaire because I know it best. And I was that guy when I started trading at 14. But as I grew up, I learned a lot. I always traded with my own fucking money, and I learned a ton. And when I started programming and coding, that was another level. When I thought in manual trading that, yeah, I know stuff, I am profitable, I'm disciplined, it is going great. Yeah, then I started coding and programming, and then I realized I don't know shit. And because programming and coding and the ability to code strategies and test them and forward test them and tweak them and squeeze anything, it is just another perspective. And of course it is not necessary to be profitable, but for me it was just another eye-opener that there are so many levels in forex trading that I couldn't imagine. And I'm always learning, because if you are a forex trader or a programmer, you have to always learn, because if you don't learn, at the end of the day you will be left behind. And if you want this as a career, as a job, if you provide food for your family or just for yourself, or want to survive, you have to consider it as a real job, and you have to quit gambling. If you want to gamble, just don't do it with your serious funds and deposits. Do it with a smaller account, like I do, because you are trading for investors and for yourself with bigger accounts, and those accounts are quite boring because EAs and strategies that work are long-term and investing like type of things. Maybe EAs and strategies that hold in positions in a minimum of a few weeks, so they are quite boring, but they are necessary to live your life and survive and make money. But beside that, if you really like the gambling aspect of trading, you can have a smaller account where you gamble, and that way you will have an ability to you have that stress and your emotions just in your head, and you just gamble a little bit on your smaller account, and then you will feel better, and you won't fuck with your bigger accounts, and you won't ruin your life. So this is a thing that I do, and it's quite fun actually. And in my bigger accounts, I look at them in sometimes just once a month, or when I'm traveling, just you know, once in a half year. But in my smaller, just gambling account, I can do whatever I want, and it is fun. And you know, I don't have to look at my EAs because they are completely automated. So it is another thing. If you always look at your EAs and what they do, what they are doing, you will possibly fail, because it is not healthy to always look at the numbers, because as human beings we are not wired to do that, really. You can do it, but you will see that your emotions won't be thankful for you for that. So this was today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be strong, and ciao. See you in the next videos.